Hi there, Miss Brooks.
Hello. Hey, now I want to make sure before we started that you all at the Sheriff's Office have our flyers about the upcoming programs at the library here at Sleepy Cove. That's all that we have going on here. Of course, we've mentioned you in the last one where you all are checking kids' trick-or-treat candy here at the library on Halloween night. So make sure y'all come, and some of y'all might want to come to Mary Lovelace's Romance on the Rocks thing too. I know she has her eye on a couple of the deputies that, she hadn't dated yet, so. But anyway, that's everything going on, so if you could put those up at the Sheriff's Office, I'd appreciate it.
Sounds interesting. I'm sure our guys will get right on that. So we're here today to discuss the unfortunate slaying of Mr. Wayne Swain.
Yes, it's so tragic.
Really unfortunate in our little place of Sleepy Cove here, and I appreciate you coming. So, Miss Minnie Books, can you tell me what you do and how long you've been employed?
I have been here since April of 2002. I was hired during National Book Week, and I am the librarian here at Sleepy Cove. I buy and shelve and catalog and get books for people. I help them solve their life crises. We do programs here at the library for just any and all age groups, like is listed there on the flyer, all the programs here at the library.
All right. So, can you tell us about this day, what happened? I understand there were several people involved and that have been around during this unfortunate demise, and like I said, we're interviewing everybody. So you saw Mr. Slane there and Gene Poole and Buddy Love come in around 9.
Yes, I kept my notes because I want to make sure we do everything accurate here. We don't want to have any things that's not facts here at the library. But
no, you've got quite the statement here.
Yes, they all three came in, and we all said hi to Wayne. Everybody knows him. That makes it so sad here because somebody that we all know so well has just died. I mean, it's just awful. I don't know how in the world we're ever going to get that blood out of the carpet. And do you know how long it's going to be a crime scene still? Because we have people that want to get to those books and they can't get to those shelves because you all have that all taped off,
Well, it's still an active investigation. I'm sure it's inconvenience for some people, but it's really inconvenient for Mr. Slane.
Oh, well, yeah.
So anyway, so you come in and Gene Poole was doing her thing with her genealogy.
Yes, she's such an annoyance when she gets in there so loudly slamming all those books. Those are rare books. She could tear them up the way she pulls them off the shelf and slams them on the table.
Okay.
But I can't say anything because she's a patron. I have to be kind.
No, I didn't hear anything. So
Okay.
anyway, is Annie up? She was there also?
Yes, she got on
What
the
can you
computer
tell me?
at 9:55. I don't know what time she told you, but we have to check the computers out. And she got on at 9:55, and I'm not sure, what site she was on because, the library, we believe in freedom of, people getting whatever information they want and they can get on, and we don't, we don't monitor them. I mean, if they're doing something illegal, we stop them. But as far as I know, she was just on the computer and just minding her own business. She had her head canceling headphones on, so she, whether she heard anything or not, I don't know.
All righty. So Hollywood and Sue you
Yes.
and Miss Kraft,
Yeah.
Constance Kraft was there.
Yeah, and her husband Diesel, that poor man. I feel so sorry for him.
Why's that?
Well, he says he hears voices, and I've tried to talk to him, and tried to tell him that those voices probably aren't real, but he says they tell him all these horrible things, but I couldn't talk to him that morning. I wanted to really encourage him, but his wife was there, and she gets pretty jealous if anybody talks to him, so, we just kind of said hi, and he just went and, sat down with his newspaper. But Constance and Sue, they went right over and got their books off the shelf. I mean, they are never any problem, never a problem. And Hollywood, I mean, she's okay, but she went over into the adult section, and she was reading her script loud. I mean, I know she has to be dramatic, but it's a library. You're supposed to be quiet. She was disturbing lots of people.
So
But I can't say anything. I have to be nice,
I understand. So let's get back to Mr. Diesel.
Uh-huh.
You said he's heard voices telling things.
Yes. Yeah, he talks to me about it, and it's just so sad. He's so troubled. I guess he's heard him all his life. I don't know what his wife is like. I mean, maybe she's just hateful to them, but maybe not, you know. It's hard to tell. You know, you don't know what people are like when they're not out in public, you know.
Right, I can understand him hearing voices with his one. Anyway, so his wife is jealous, you say, about him?
Yes. If she sees him talking to any woman, you know, she just really keeps an eye on him.
So,
And last time I talked to her, she called me a floozy to my face.
oh my.
I told her I was not a floozy, I was a librarian.
So, let's get back to Mr. Diesel here.
Mhm.
I understand you've made him a quilt or something out for him, or was it?
Well, his wife makes quilts, and I helped her pick out, you know, quilt books a lot. And I found one that was, you know, would have really went along with you know, his occupation being a diesel mechanic and stuff. And I found some really good ones, like with trucks and, you know, tools and stuff in them. So, I mean, I influenced her in that way. You know, of course, she picked her own fabric and everything, but you know, she made the quilt, but you know, I influenced her.
You hear that?
Yeah, that's awfully strange. Yeah.
So, all right, I don't hear anything. So let's talk about Mr. Slane.
Yeah.
What's your relationship with him? Friends, or do you know?
Well, he comes in
somebody
the
in the community?
library. Yeah, he's just one of our patrons. I didn't even know he had a library card until you know, you all found it in his wallet, because he never checks out books. He comes in every morning and he just looks in the newspaper, and he looks in the sports section. You know, I love mysteries, which, bless his heart, he died in the mystery section. But I love mysteries. I think all of life is a mystery. You know, like, why in the world did George Washington chop down the cherry tree? That's a mystery. Kids need to find that out. You know, in the romance section, who is going to marry this woman, or who is going to marry this man? That's a mystery. But you know, he reads the sports pages. That's not a mystery. You know, some football team is going to beat some other football team. Happens every week, several times every week. But all he reads is the sport pages. I have no idea why. I mean, life is a mystery. You have to solve it. You know, you're a policeman. You solve mysteries all the time. It's important to know these things.
Well stated. So Mr. Kraft and Mr. Diesel, or I'm sorry, Diesel Kraft and Mr. Slane, did you see them together anytime that morning?
They were sitting near each other in the newspaper section, but I didn't. I mean, we all said hi to Wayne. You know, we all say hi to each other in this town. You know, it's a small town. We all know each other, but I didn't necessarily see them talking to each other. But I mean, I was busy. You know, I was answering the phone, and I was trying to help poor Bunny Love get ready for her animal program she's getting ready to have, and trying to ignore Hollywood's noise and Gene Poole. And then, of course, Sue Yu came up while I was helping Bunny Love plan her program. And she started using the copier all on her own and the library phone. She's not supposed to be behind the desk or using the phone without permission. And she knows that. I mean, that's the only problem I have with her, is that, you know, well, plus she tried to sue me once. But besides that, I mean, she's never a problem at the library, you know, going and finding books and stuff. But anyway, I was dealing with that. Plus, you know, with all this COVID, I have to watch and make sure people are wearing their masks when they come in the library, and that they wear gloves when they go to, you know, touch the books, because, I mean, we quarantine the books and we Clorox them and stuff, but, you know, there's germs in the air, and, you know, so I have a lot to keep track of, and so I mean, I try to watch everybody and try to write down what's going on, but I can't see everything, you know.
So you sound like you're a very busy person. So
Yes.
We'll try to get this going a little bit. So, you know, we're investigating all the aspects of this. And some questions as a police officer we have to ask that, you know, might not be comfortable, but are you and Mr. Kraft involved in any way?
No, absolutely not. That man is true to his wife, no matter what those voices in his head tell him.
All right. So you found the body.
Yes, it was awful. See, I was up there talking to, you know, like I said, to Bunny Love about her program, and Mrs. Kraft started to leave the library. She checked her books out, and And Bunny Love had to find out about whether we had any more of the SNAP papers, which is about getting your animals spayed or neutered, and they're out in the lobby. So she went out there to check on them. So I was finally able to get away from the desk to shelve some mysteries. And I came around the corner of the bookshelf to the mystery section, and that's when I found him lying there. I had no idea he was over there. And I've never seen a dead body except like on, NCIS or Columbo, or, on TV, and those aren't really dead. Those people come back, 2 shows later in some other, on some other network. But he was really dead, I think. He looked dead, and I get really woozy at the sight of blood. So I just screamed, and first thing I thought was to call 911 because there was blood all over the library carpet, and one of our patrons was down, and so, I just called 911 because I don't have any medical experience, and so I just thought that was the best thing. And you guys, the paramedics and the police got here really fast. I was glad because it was so upsetting, for the library patrons, and for me too. Glad there were no children here to see it. That would have been horrible.
Oh, yes. So we'll try to get your crime scene cleaned up as soon as possible. Do you know of anybody who would want to harm Mr. Slane?
Oh my goodness. In a town like this, people stay mad at each other since 3rd grade. It's a little town. I can't think of anybody right off the top of my head, but, if somebody had a crush on somebody in high school and they went out with the wrong person, they'll be mad at each other sometimes. And I haven't actually seen it, but my dad has told me where he has known of families getting fights at the funeral, and so, families, 2 brothers fighting over their dad's casket, so it's hard to tell.
So getting back to my question, do you know if anybody was mad at Mr. Slane?
I don't know. I honestly don't. I really didn't talk to him that much. I just said hi to him because all he did was read the newspaper. He never checked out books or anything.
Okay, Mrs. Brooks. I won't keep you any longer. I appreciate you coming in.
Okay.
And we may get back a hold of you. Of course, we know where you're at.
Okay. All right. Thank you. And make sure y'all come to the library programs. We can always use having policemen here. Makes the library a lot safer.
All right. We appreciate it.